home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage to get it to the 33.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Wolfpack will get the 1st down.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this 1st possession and force a field goal.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. NC State quick to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? 1st drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? 1st drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Turning it on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the back. Try to get it to the edge. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Takes the handoff, it smothers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they're after him. Crosses the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They'll give it to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to...
There he goes.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Gibson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Bailey. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They punted away on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Mustangs have have the ball back and ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bears the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Pick off. What a play by this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks into the open. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Smothers. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Wolfpack opens the final period, trying to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Keeps looking downfield. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete downfield. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And that was one of those gotta happen. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The hand to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 35 over Iowa. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. It's really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Makes a connection. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To keep it in the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll test the right side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smothers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Timeout, NC State.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. The throw. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking for room. It's Gibson. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Huge keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. This quarterback part of their running game. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
To the air, it's Mateer. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, SMU. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a two-point conversion. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for two and the win right here. Wide receiver going in motion. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for two and the win. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a two-point conversion. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. It's blocked! The game-ending, game-winning blocked extra point in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence built her to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.